Jake and Emily, the two roaming souls, and in this week's video, we are visiting Joshua Tree National Park. Join us on this week's adventure as we hike through the desert, bake some Christmas treats, and even have our own two-person silent disco. And if you enjoy our adventure content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Now join us on our first hike through Joshua Tree National Park. Welcome to Joshua Tree. We're out on a mission to find the Face Rock, which is like a famous rock in Joshua Tree, but we're having trouble finding it. There was a sign that said 0.38 miles, but it didn't have an arrow which direction, so we just kind of went one and hoping we find it. Alright, looks like we chose the right path and we found the famous Face Rock.
Yeah, this trail's called Split Rock Trail, but I think that kind of buries the lead because the rock that looks like a face is cooler than the rock that's just split in half. You guys decide. All right, so we just finished that hike, and Face Rock was worth the price of admission. That was cool. So we're gonna make some lunch and then head to our afternoon hike, which is like a desert oasis. It's gonna be pretty cool. So Emily's making salad wraps for lunch with hummus, red cabbage, cherry tomatoes, avocado, mixed greens, provolone cheese. I think that's it. And then we have tomato basil wraps that we put them in, so those will be good.
So we finished the last hike and I was like, Jake, do you know where we're going for this next one? He was like, yeah, like kinda. Well, turns out we were going the complete wrong direction of the hike, and he makes fun of me for not having any direction knowledge, whatever you call that. But anywho, we kind of figured out because my Google Maps was somewhat loaded, so we were headed in the wrong direction. I think we're turned back around and heading towards the right direction, so.
The problem with Joshua Tree is there's no service here, so if you don't know where you're going, and when we pulled through to get in, there was no one at like the entry booth, so we didn't get a map either.
That was pretty tough, yeah.
So just winging it.
We'll bring you along if we go the right direction.
All right, we're making a quick stop at Skull Rock. I know that there's a theme today, and it's rocks that look like faces. Let's check it out.
All right, we're making another pit stop at Choya Garden.
So we're in a bit of a rush because it's a 7-mile hike we're doing to Lost Palms Oasis, and it's 2:30 and the sun sets at like 4:30, so we might be hiking in the dark on the way out, but let's go. All right, we're cruising along, making pretty good time. It's very windy out here, so hopefully
The way back could be brisk.
yeah, it could be real cold once the sun goes down. But we're almost to the oasis. Lost Palms Oasis. We're getting close. It's pretty funny that you get out there and it's like no trail beyond this point. Proceed at your own risk. But you're like, there's like signs the whole way out there and it's like an official hike. And then at the last second, they're like, good luck, you're on your own.
Sweet home. Feels good to sit down. We're gonna take off our hiking shoes and then we are going to head to a campsite that we've actually been to already right outside Joshua Tree. So it's nice since we are arriving after dark, but we're gonna head there and make some dinner.
All right, so we had some dinner and now we're trying to muster up a little energy to get some work done maybe on our computers. But tomorrow we're waking up early and we're going to do Ladder Canyon and Painted Canyon. It's a cool slot that has like ropes you climb down, a bunch of ladders and cool views, so it should be amazing. So we'll see you guys in the AM. All right, it's 6:30. We snoozed the alarm a little bit, but we're up and we're gonna get going towards Ladder Canyon. All right, so we're driving to the trailhead, but the advice from people was that the road is really soft sand, and so we don't want to get stuck. So we're gonna see how far we can make it. People said if you stop like a half mile before the trailhead, you'd probably be good. So we're gonna give that a try, and hopefully we don't get stuck.
Things are starting to get a little hairy. There's like a few spots that were like really soft sand. And so we found a little rocky spot where it was hard enough to turn around, and we're gonna like go park in this other trailhead and hopefully we can get in there easily, and we'll just like add on a couple miles, like 1 mile there, 1 mile back. Hopefully that works.
We're gonna shoot over this soft sand patch with a little bit of speed. Hopefully we get to the solid ground. Woo! We made it. Scary situations make Emily work up a poop. All right, we got into this little trailhead, I guess, for something else. We're gonna park here and it'll add a couple miles, but that'll be okay. All right, we're headed out on the trail. The reason we wanted to get here early is because it's a slot canyon and you really can't social distance in a slot canyon. because they're small little cracks. But so we're here early. We haven't seen anyone else on the road, so I think we should be pretty good.
But it's already starting off pretty cool. It's like canyons that are pointy.
So Emily and I both have these shoes, the Ultra Lone Peaks, not a sponsor. But we
love them.
Yeah, we love the hiking boots they make. They're just like really lightweight and just awesome and comfortable. The one problem is the little back edge has this little lip on it. And if you're on a sandy trail, it just...
Which is a lot of what we do.
Yeah, it just kicks sand up. Every time you step, it kicks the sand up inside your boot. So it's like...
So I made a mud flap.
Yeah. So she duct taped the back of it. I don't know, it's been an ongoing problem. I don't know why. I don't know why they designed them that way. It seems like a big flaw. But otherwise, I highly recommend the Lone Peaks. Great shoe.
All right, so we just made it to the parking lot. It is pretty sandy, so I think we made the right call by parking a mile away.
Yeah, you can see why people get stuck. It's like, it's mixed though, so it's hard to tell like what's soft and what's hard, but anyway.
Let's head on the hike.
All right, we're leaving the main canyon. And now there's a bit of climbing, and that's why they call it Ladder Canyon. There's a few spots with like ladders and ropes you gotta climb, so hopefully it's nothing too extreme, but it should be fun. Let's go. This is pretty cool. Definitely feels your sense of adventure climbing through these little slots. So there's this one part of the hike I didn't mention. People said that there's like a hornet's nest in here and they try to annoy you as you're like going by, but we didn't want to scare Emily, so hopefully we don't see them.
As you will often notice, Jake and I try to preserve our beautiful planet by picking up trash out in nature. We want to leave this place better than when we started, so we created a Patreon page, which is a program for people like you to help support us while living on the road and cleaning up trash. You can think of us as Nature's Garbage Men. We have 5 different tiers on our Patreon page where your monthly payment will go towards our monthly trash pickup goal. If you are interested in joining our trash pickup mission, we will leave a link to our Patreon in the description below.
So we were up on the rim for a while and then you kind of wind back down in here. And now we're just gonna follow the painted canyon wash out of here. This hike is incredible, the painted canyon. It reminds me of Death Valley a lot. which is not really that far from here, so it's not that surprising. But
Right.
it's beautiful.
All right, so we finally made it to the rope. We kind of thought we might not actually approach it because it wasn't like on the way down, but we're gonna climb down it. People said it was easier going down, so hopefully it's a success.
Yeah, I thought the rope was with the ladders, but apparently it's in the painted canyon.
And don't think we're forgetting the hand sanitizer.
And then we pass through the sea of swirly, twirly gumdrops. Sorry, we just watched Elf. Incredible hike, but 7 miles before noon, we're pretty pooped. But the nice thing about van life is we're parked right here and we might just take a nap and then drive. All right, we just napped for like an hour, except not really sleeping. You know how it goes sometimes.
I've never been good at naps.
Yeah. But for lunch, we're having salad tacos. I was giving Emily a hard time because we're literally having tacos for dinner. Different ingredients, but
I don't think that's a problem to me. Tacos are the bomb.
I agree. It's going to be good. I just wanted to give her a hard time. Then we're going to get back on the road and find a good place to camp for this evening, and maybe a good place to have our little 2-person dance party. Stay tuned.
All right, so as you saw on the way in, there's some like loose sand in the parking lot we were getting into. So I'm out here just to like make sure no one's coming from both directions so that Jake can like fully send it and not hit a car. So wish us luck. Hopefully he remembers to stop so he can pick me up.
So we found the campsite that we're gonna have our little silent disco dance party at, and so we're gonna have the 2 pairs of Bluetooth headphones and like connect them to the same playlist.
We tried it out last night just for a couple songs and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, actually it's a mix that I made. Wooka wooka.
DJ Junda.
We'll put it on Mixcloud if you guys want to listen to the mix we were listening to. There's some fire tracks on there. Anyway, Emily and I are having some drinks because we don't dance sober usually. Now, don't expect any good dance moves, okay? Because we're white people still, so it's gonna be iffy. But anyway, so we're gonna start scouting out. We're gonna set up the dance floor right now. We'll show you guys what it looks like. We're not very good at dancing when we're drunk, but we're having a good time.
That's true.
All right, so that silent disco, we had a good time. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it felt weird to like video it, but we wanted to kind of share with the YouTube followers, and we thought it was like a cool idea.
We'll probably do it again, but maybe just won't film it. But
yeah, we were like, we should do this again.
yeah, it was actually a lot of fun.
It was fun. Getting drunk helped us let go of some of our inhibitions a little bit.
I have a slight headache this morning.
But worth it in the end. It was really fun. And, you know, we just got to experience a fun time. But we are a little adventured out after...
Which can happen in van life. We've been doing like a bunch of like hikes and stuff.
Yeah, so we usually try to fit in a bunch of cool things all at once, and then we'll take a couple days off to work on our blog and just kind of relax. So today we are gonna
just head to a campsite that actually has service, and then I'm gonna make some baked goods.
Yeah, we are gonna make some baked goods without an oven, van life style.
Stovetop.
So
we're making some Rice Krispies and also a skillet cookie. I don't know if that's actually gonna work out, but really hoping it does.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a try. So stay tuned. We'll show you what those look like when they're done.
So I am trying to cook that cookie skillet, and I don't think it worked very well. It kind of smells like burnt cookie in here. And the top like didn't cook very well. There's a reason that people don't do this in van life.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, it tastes pretty good.
Thanks for coming along on another Two Roaming Souls adventure.
We love putting out these videos, and this one was a blast too.
Yeah. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and throw us a thumbs up out there. And until next time.